Now, Bethlehem means the city of bread. So Mary is very, very pregnant, and they had to travel, I think it guesses around 60, 70 miles. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I cannot begin to imagine traveling that far, either walking or riding on a donkey or camel. We don't know for sure, but I can't imagine that it was very comfortable for Mary to travel that distance. But they did, and they get to Bethlehem, and Joseph is searching for a place for them to stay. Knocks on the door of the inn. There's no room, because so many people had to travel to Bethlehem that it's full. Well, they find a stable, and there's animals and hay and a manger. And Mary and Joseph find shelter there. And in that stable, she gives birth to the Messiah, the Savior of our world, God's Son. Now, who would think that God's Son would be born in a smelly stable filled with animals? You'd think that a king would be born in a palace. No, God sent his Son into the world in humility. And that's where our Savior was born. Now, while Mary and Joseph are making their trip to Bethlehem, out in the field, there are shepherds. And they're watching over their flocks, making sure that they're safe. And all of a sudden, an angel appears to them. And guess what the angel says? Fear not. Again, I think I would be a little afraid if an angel appeared to me. But the angel says, fear not, I bring you great tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. Now, who would think that God would reveal this amazing news to shepherds? They most likely weren't that well educated. They probably didn't smell all that great from being out in the field taking care of their flocks. They weren't necessarily highly regarded in society like people in other areas of work and professions. Again, an example of how God reveals himself to the most ordinary people. And so the angel gives the shepherds the most amazing news. And they go with haste. That means they were moving. They were on a mission, and they wanted to go see what this news was all about, to go see for themselves what was happening. And so they went to Bethlehem, and they find Mary and Joseph and the baby in a manger. And they fell down and they worshiped him. Now, talk about some unexpected guests at Christmas. Mary and Joseph were probably shocked when these shepherds showed up. And yet, the shepherds came, they worshiped, and they told them what had happened, how they got there. And then, after they worshiped, they went back to their flocks and told everyone what they had seen and heard. This is the most holy of nights, the most amazing news of how God came to us. And God had sent prophet after prophet after prophet, and people rejected them and said no. And God sent his Son, and said, yes, this is the Savior. And this is the good news of great joy that we celebrate at Christmas. That God loved us so much that he sent his Son into the world so that we might be saved through him. Have a blessed Christmas. Peace and blessings.